How do you sell chatbots, and more importantly, how can you sell them for a high ticket price?
Yeah, let's go. I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to.
Yo, what's good everybody? Justin coming back at you with a brand new video, and in this one, I'm gonna take you into an interview that I did with my little bro. We taught him the strategies on how to go out there and sell chatbots, how to sell SMMA. He just closed a chatbot deal for $2,800. So we got him on an interview inside the Facebook group. And if this is your first time tuning into this channel, we go over anything and everything SMMA related, personal branding, sales, all the good stuff. So if you're not inside the Facebook group yet, go join that. There's a link down below. You can also check me out on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @JustinSaundersOfficial. Again, provide a lot of free information there, a lot of good stuff. So if this is your first time to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna roll the clip. We're gonna go over some cool things today. Mostly I got my little bro on the other line over here.
Down here?
over here.
Over
Talking, he's gonna be going over how he just closed this new deal. Just a little gist of everything. And basically, he got into LaunchMap, one of the first student, right?
Yep.
Invested in himself, got into LaunchMap, went through all of our trainings, went through all the programs, and tell him, man, what type of deal did you just close?
Yeah, so I just started selling bots, and I just closed a $2,800 deal with a real estate agent. Mainly what he wanted was a website and a bot, and created a website for him, and then I started doing I had a free week trial where I will just I told him 10 leads I promised him, and I gave him 12 leads, and now we're going to continue from there. So pretty excited about it.
That's awesome, dude. So I want to go over some system. And what do you want to talk about first?
Well, I feel like from our time diving into this, there's everybody kind of chasing that first client. And it's always cool to hear the how I did it story up front. That first client, once you get that out of the way, and you have that feeling of, okay, I can do this. You can do it again. But I feel like most people skip the early steps. So can you tell us about how you started? Like, you didn't have any leads when you got into this. You kind of came in as cold as it gets. What was the very first thing you did in order to start building your pipeline, closing clients? Like, where'd you find them?
Yeah, so I started out doing a regular agency, without any bots, and what I wanted to do was either chiropractors or veterinarians. So I went to as many pages as I could for chiropractors, and I just started adding everybody. I was probably adding 50 or 60 people a day, and once they would accept my friend request, then I would send out a video message to them talking about what I do and everything. I realized nobody was answering me, everyone was just blowing me off, and I realized I didn't really know too much about what I was doing. I knew I was going to be doing Facebook ads for lead generation, but I didn't really know what went in behind all of that. So I stopped sending messages to everybody. I kind of just started learning more. I wanted to figure out more of what I would be doing, and then I came to realize that I like real estate. I like working with houses and everything. So I took a different approach. I started talking to real estate agents. I started to really figure out what they need, what they want. And then after I figured out what they want, I started learning more about agencies and Facebook ads. And then I decided to work with you guys with LaunchMap, because I know if I put up the investment, then I'll be more motivated to actually take the steps and work harder and everything. So
I love that, dude. I'm going to stop you right there real quick, because I think you said something that I noticed a lot of people struggle with. And you said you did the research to figure out how to relate to, real estate people, figure out what they want. And that's a common trend. I mean, we do a lot of coaching with a lot of clients, and, most of the time, there's a lot of other issues, but that's something that I notice a lot is finding out, doing research on your niche. So can you kind of talk a little bit about that? What type of research did you do to figure out, key terms, words they tell me a little bit more about that.
Right. So yeah, when I was working with the chiropractors, they would be talking to me, and I had no idea what they were talking about. They'd be saying all this stuff. I'm just okay, I don't know what you're talking about. But I've been working with real estate for like the last like 6 years, helping my mom out. She always flips houses and everything. And I have a pretty good understanding of everything. But what I did, I just went out and started talking to real estate agents, and I just, had conversations with them. Like I talked to them, I was just learning how they talked, and then I'd kind of, just like remember it. So I really just
value statements, dude. Like, what did you key in on that started to get responses? Because I know that once you come up with a couple ideas on what might work and what didn't, what are your kind of your go-tos for all the people that might be listening who also want to get into working with brokers?
Wait, can you repeat that first part again?
What were the value statements that you keyed in on for that? You said you needed to find out what they wanted. What stuff have you found really resonated with them when you were reaching out?
Really, they just have a problem finding people, like with real estate agents especially, the average real estate agent does not close a deal for 18 to 24 months. So I knew that was the biggest pain point for everyone. And they're always out there, working, doing whatever they can. They don't have time to be constantly communicating with all these people for, 18 to 24 months. So I really thought about it. I started realizing what bots could do. And I'm like, just get a bot, put them in a sequence, and then you'll be communicating with them for as long as you need to, all on automation. So that's really,
I think that's awesome. That's a great way to just simply dumb it down for the customer. Just get a bot, put them in a sequence. It's literally just like email marketing, but, really it's really, I guess the best way to say is the future of email marketing. Would you agree?
It is. Yep, that's why I tell them too. I'm always
automating their follow-up for them, right? Because that's really the main thing the bot would do is just every time the new listing comes out, or what kind of stuff do you have set up for it?
So I have, I basically right now what I'm doing is a home valuation, and I'll get the people into the bot. I just do it for free, and people are interested in that. And then once they get into the bot, then I'll just every 12 days I'll send them a sequence where they can get some other type of free value. If they're looking for updated houses in their market, if they're looking to, just whatever, just something that'll bring value to them.
That's awesome to hear, dude. And we got a lot of people tuning in live. So give me a second. Everybody on here that is tuning in live, we got some exciting stuff. We got some people that are just tuning in. My brother Blake on here is going over how he closed a $2,800 deal with a real estate agent. Another cool thing that we have going on, everybody that engages in here, and if you stay till the end, we're going to be giving away one free bot plus my Bots for Profits course. It's a total $500 value. So if you are on here and you're interested in something like that, give us a hashtag live down below. We got, we really want to share this message with a lot of people. So the more people that like and comment and engage on here, the more people get to see the message. So hashtag live, hashtag replay, and you'll be entered in to win one of those bots plus the course. Now, Blake, you said something else before I cut you off that was pretty important about LaunchMap, investing into mentorship. A lot of people find that really scary and hard to do. Could you kind of shed some light on that a little bit?
Yeah, so honestly, I've never really invested too much into myself before. And, I was always kind of against it right when I first got started. I was like, I can find all this information on YouTube and everything. But you can find all this information online. But the reason, with working with you guys tell me what to do instead of me spending days and months and weeks out there, just figuring out how to do it. So really, you can never beat a one-on-one mentorship just because of the value they provide to you. You follow the steps they do, you're going to get the results they do.
Appreciate that, man. And trusting the process is key. That's the reason you crushed it. Is you just, followed it step by step, and it works.
Right.
But I have more questions about how you got this deal done, if we don't mind skipping back to that.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
So you sent this is a video prospect that you sent out. How did you phrase the, selling bots with that? What was kind of your initial ask? Walk us through the number of touches that it took to get the deal done. If you could take us through the life cycle of it real quick.
So I've actually never sent a video message out to any real estate agents. All the video messages I've sent out were for chiropractors, veterinarians, just random business owners. And after I started doing that, I was like, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to learn a little bit. I'm going to learn more what I'm doing. And then I took about a week or two just to learn everything. And then I found this really good article about how bots are going to take over marketing and everything. And I just simply posted it in a real estate networking group. And I talked about how they're going to take over and what I do. And at the very end of it, I'm just like, if you'd like to learn more, just comment yes or something like that. And I had probably 80 people just comment they're interested. And so what I did, I went into each person, I just sent them a demo bot of like a real estate bot. And then I had this one person, he was saying that he's just getting started with real estate. He's looking to get his personal brand up, just get people to know him, know that he's being a real estate agent and everything. So I was like, I got what you need. Like, I can help you. So
you got the goods. You got the sauce.
I got the bots. And so yeah, we got on a phone call like that night, and he told me like what he wanted and everything. I said, hey, like I know like this is where I just started learning everything about bots. So, like I could talk about it forever. And I was like, hey, I know exactly what to do. I can do it for you. And like it was like 2 days later, we ended up closing the deal. So I didn't
talk about that for a second too. By the way, awesome strategy on posting in the group. How many people were in that networking group? Just so that the world listening right here can realize the value of getting into those things.
Oh, it was like probably like 25 to 30,000 people in one group. So
I think guess what? For everybody else watching, there's probably tons of other marketers out there too. But how many? I mean, you're probably like one of the only people that posted something,
right,
relevant
exactly.
to the market that you're in.
Right, because like I know like in groups, like it's hard like to post like stuff like marketing yourself. Most people won't allow that, but I didn't even market myself. I just talked about how bots were taking over and how real estate agents could really like benefit from them. So just kind of finesse my way in there.
Well, I like how that wasn't super salesy also, because that's how you can piss everyone off and get kicked out of the group, is when you're trying to just push services. But just, hey, here's some important stuff. If you have questions, let me know. It's such a great, it's within the guidelines, and it's also something that adds value because they can read the article. I think that's a smart move.
Right. And that's the thing with the chiropractors. Nobody want to talk to me because they're just like, man, I hear this every single day. Like, I don't like, what's the difference between you? And I'm just like, oh, well, I can do this, but everyone else is saying the same thing. So kind of took a different approach, instead of being all salesy.
Well, so how important was it to find a niche that you really like working with then? Because it sounds like that was a big mindset shift for you. Like, would you say that's a huge motivator that kind of reignited the fire a little bit?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because with the chiropractors, like I didn't know anything about it, and like real estate, I've always kind of been a little bit passionate about that, and it's good for me because like I want to learn everything I can with these bots. I want to help everyone out. I want to expand my network, and down the road, eventually, I want to be a big real estate investor. So, really, I just want to get my network up for real estate. So,
you're secretly just doing this so you'll have a couple good agents on call when you're really loaded, then, right?
Oh yeah, and I'll be able to help myself out too. I mean, these bots, you can do anything with.
Yeah, I think that's really important what you said right there, dude. Like being passionate about your niche. That's something that we always preach, and most people just jump into something because they go, oh well, I can make money in here. Well, I mean. You can make money in anything you do. You just got to find your passion, and for you with real estate, that's awesome. Congrats on your success again, dude. But that's just the way to go. Like once you find your passion and really dive in deep, that message that you have when you're talking to someone else, they can relate and feel that. So that's that's a great.
Right. It's honestly like a whole different, I guess, not industry, like a whole different job I'm doing really, because I was not excited to talk about chiropractors and back pain and all that. But now, like, I like going out there and talking to people about, houses and everything that I can do, everything I can do for them. So it's definitely a big motivating factor with that.
And that's funny. I remember, Justin, when you called me and told me that your agency was blowing up, you're like, it's amazing. I realized that my back was all jacked up in the past, and Chiros helped me the most. So I get to thank them every time I hop on a call. And maybe that's where you started with Chiros. But, doesn't mean that the brotherly love shares across niches like that, but that's definitely why you were able to crush it too. I mean, there's a level of authenticity when the person that you're talking to can tell that you mean it. It's really, really hard to pretend that you give a shit about something. So if anybody listening here is like calling on clients that they don't actually believe in, they can smell that shit from a mile away. I mean, just listen to how Blake's talking about this. Like, you hear the excitement about working with this because it is fascinating. That's the cool part about marketing, is that you're allowed to engage with and work in other industries without becoming a person in that industry yourself. And you get to partner with these people. So you can kind of change your mindset in general from just being the marketing guy to, you're a problem solver for real estate guys. You get to get your hands on something you love and provide a value that literally does help them, because that they're not following up like crazy or managing an email list well or any of the other stuff that you can definitely help them with. So biggest question then. You asked for a big damn deal. $2,800 is a solid amount for that. What was going through your head when it was time to ask for the money? How did you go for the close? Like, give us a little stream of consciousness on that, because I love the first deal stories.
And before you do that, have you ever closed, like, tell us the highest deal you've ever closed before this, if you have.
So I have not closed. This is my first deal I've closed. I was very close to closing.
Congratulations, dude. Congratulations.
I was really close to closing a $12,000 deal it was like my second or third weekend started, like with chiropractors. And actually it was a veterinarian. And turns out didn't close the deal or anything. And then with this, what I was thinking, I was like, I don't want to say too much and, kind of discourage him, but also I don't want to sell my service short. So I was like, I came up with an idea of how much is my service worth. And it was a pretty high number. And then I came up with like a low number, and then I came up with a number that I would be satisfied with. And then I really just kind of worked between all three of those numbers. And I just came up with $2,800, and I was like, well, initially I was like, hey, like I usually charge $3,500 for this service, but if you do a deal with me today, I'll do $2,800. And I think that really got him. He was like, okay, I'm gonna, you're giving me such a good deal, I can't pass it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I think that really helped him.
Incentive-based pricing.
Were you nervous?
Oh yeah, I was very nervous. I get nervous pretty easily. So just being turned down, I was like, I'm not getting turned down this time. I'm gonna sign this deal, and just gonna go from there.
So I think that's something that people avoid talking about when they're getting started in this space, is that there's a lot of pressure to seem like everything's going well all the time and that everyone's crushing it. And look at Justin in front of the I-8, like, everyone's got all the money, right? I feel like the mental side, or the mental health side of that, or the nerves or the anxiety, is something that people don't talk about. Do you have any advice for people that have not closed their first deal and don't want to just give their shit away for free? If you need money, you got to close the deal for money. Like, what would you say to the people that are kind of nervous about asking for that first deal?
I would just say, just do it. I know you always say the best, the best cure for anxiety is activity. So, just do it. Like, if they don't like the service, then they can screw off and you can find somebody else.
I love the attitude, dude.
There's a lot of real estate agents out there, and if I don't close one, I'll close the next one. So
exactly, and it all comes down to one thing, and it's like you can't close a deal unless you try.
Right,
that's exactly what you're saying right there. You just got to do it.
Yeah, the other thing I would say is that there's nothing worse than no, right? Like, there's no such thing as extra no or more no. So, like, once you get told that, it's not as bad as you think. I mean, you've probably been told no plenty of times since then, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing, once they say no, you just either you can put them on the back burner and then you can come back and get them, next week you can follow up with them, or, just take it as a no and then move on.
Yeah. I mean, the worst case scenario, like you said, they say no. I've been told fuck off a couple times, but that's because I probably honestly deserved it. When I was going full force for this, I was saying some really weird shit to some people just to see, like, test out a bunch of different things. But the worst thing you can get is a no. Even if they say fuck off, like, you're going to live another day. You're going to be able to walk outside. You're going to be able to see your girlfriend, your cat, whatever it is that you have. Like, you're going to live another day. The worst thing you can say is just no.
To be clear, Blake has the girlfriend and you have the cat, by the way.
Well, he has a cat.
You got a cat too.
So I'm down.
All right, let's get a hashtag cat if you guys are in the market for a really great cat that Justin can't really hang on to. No, I'm kidding.
No, we found him a home, so I can get my travels back up. But all right, so let's you have anything else I want to wrap this up into a Q&A so we can go into a bot.
Yeah, you guys have, blast them out there really quickly, because the next part of this is kind of demystifying the process of building a bot and showing you guys how to get that done. So let's kind of scrub through here and get any questions that you might have for Blake.
All right, so we got Aaron. It says 2,800. Nice. Okay. Angel wants to know, is it 2,800 a month or a one-time payment?
So it's a one-time payment, and what I did with that was, the one-time payment was for the website. Basically just getting him started, a website, a Facebook page, logo, all that stuff. And I told him, actually, I was like, I'm going to give you this bot for free, and I'm going to give you 1 week of free ads. And then if you like my service, then we can go from there.
So basically, in a nutshell, you kind of got him started and then threw in a bot with a trial of Facebook ads, but made money off of it.
Exactly. Yeah. And
So are you what's the upsell plan going from there? I mean, when do you reevaluate to try to talk about next contract?
so it's been 1 week since the free trial. I brought him 12 leads in 6 days, and he was thrilled he was very excited about it. But what I told him now, I was like, hey, I'll give you another free week if you let me test out this new strategy. And I started testing out the new strategy today, and like today was the very first day I started. I already brought him 4 leads in less than like 5 hours. And so what I'm gonna do now is after the free week is up, then I'm gonna be like, hey, I brought you here's the value I can bring you. So let's kind of renegotiate a price for the next month you want to work with me or whatever. And it's a good point because I have it all set up for him, and I have all these customers in ManyChat. I'm using ManyChat, and all these people are in ManyChat. So if he doesn't want to do the service with me, he's just going to lose all the leads he has already. So that's a good thing with bots is because you can either, if they want to stop doing the service with you, then you can just sell what you already have, what they have, but you can sell it back to them if that makes sense.
I think that's another really solid point you're doing, dude, because again, like we work with a lot of clients and the same objection is, well, I don't know how to do this. I mean, you didn't know how to do it either, but you made money off of a trial, and then you want to keep testing more things. So you're throwing in trials to get more ways to figure it out. I think that's a great mindset to do that. I mean, once you get money, once a customer actually pays you, I mean, you figure it out.
Oh yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I was like, he told me, he's like, he told me everything that he wanted. I'm like, I had no idea if I could do it or not. So I'm just like, yes, I can do that for you. And then once he paid me, then I figured out how I could do it. So like you always say yes first, then figure it out.
Great, Uncle G.
Let's jump into some more of these questions here.
Yeah, let's see. Aaron, brother Justin. Yeah, maybe a little bit. No, yeah, he's my brother. Funny fact, born on the same day, 2 years apart. Pretty crazy, right? He says we look alike. Hope you're giving him some major one-to-one coaching if he is. Good content as always, guys. Great mindset to have. But yeah, Aaron, I mean, we are doing the one-to-one training. He is enrolled in LaunchMap. This call isn't to promote LaunchMap, but he is in LaunchMap. And if you want more information about that, DM me, man. You can read some, dude.
All right, let's see.
Oh wait, we got a full send. What's up, Brandon?
Gotta pause for the full send.
Full fucking sends, brother.
All right, so what platform do you guys use for your bots?
I strictly use ManyChat. ManyChat's the easiest, and what ManyChat does now is they actually have an option where you can create ads on ManyChat, and it links up with Facebook. So I don't know about everyone else, but Facebook ads really got me confusing when I first started. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And I just started messing around with the ManyChat ads the other day, and it's Facebook ads just dumbed down a lot easier. So if you want to get started with like chatbots, messenger bots, highly recommend ManyChat. Definitely the easiest way to go.
Love that. All right, so that was from Amel Mack. Good question. Joshua Auger asks, what resource did you post to the Realtor page about the bots?
So I found an article on Forbes actually, and they're just talking about how messenger bots are like predicted to take over all email marketing and everything. And I think I know when you compare email marketing with chatbots, it definitely hits people a lot harder because everybody does email marketing and they know how effective it is, but email marketing doesn't really do anything anymore. Like that's like 2005 or whatever the hell it is. And messenger bots are really
the right people. I mean, I've never been big into email marketing. I mean, it definitely still works, but I get where you're coming from. And ManyChat is definitely email marketing will always be there and it'll always work. But ManyChat is such a new tool that so many businesses aren't utilizing.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And like that's the thing. Like it's the future now. Like like everyone's on Facebook, everyone's using messenger apps. So why not connect with people that on a site that they're actually using instead of sending it to an email where they might not see it for 2 years or whatever.
Fun fact for you real quick and for everybody listening. I don't know if you saw the interview I had with Mackenzie Lieberman, but she's really high up in the ManyChat community, spoke on stage, really cool lady. But she told me that the future of ManyChat and chatbots in general is their codes. You're going to be able to target people on iMessage and Android message. So it's going to be annoying as fuck, but for us marketers, dude, if you guys aren't on this wave yet, what are you doing?
Well, so I was having a conversation with one of our other LaunchMap clients who did get his meeting set through Messenger. And the crazy thing to think about is, I've been in the marketing game since I was like 20 years old, and I'm almost 30 now, so old. Think about the interaction you can have with a potential prospect, or that your prospects and clients can have with their customers now. You can have a non-invasive way to ping them at like 11:30 p.m. That's when his customer was like, his prospect was chatting with them, like, holy shit, you're able to be engaged with and talking to a client at 11:30 p.m. by their choice because they're messaging you with that. And that's an amazing level of engagement that actually has not existed within the last year or so. I mean, when did Messenger bots really start to like pick up? Like, it's a wild like evolution of customer interaction.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. So we got some more good questions here. Aaron's got another good one. We kind of touched base on this a little bit, but there's a caveat to it. So Aaron says, how'd you decide on your niche, or are you open to anything? Also, where are your best prospects coming from? Let's try to keep that a little short because you covered a lot of that at the beginning, but you want to take care of that real quick?
Yeah, so honestly, like, even right now, like, I know I want to work in real estate, but, I found out some good strategies on how to get, like, restaurants really good results. So honestly, like, I'm really all over the place right now. I kind of want to just go work with some restaurants, work with a few gyms, but I think it's kind of, I think you need to find something you're passionate about and then just kind of narrow it down to that. And, if you're not good at that and it doesn't work, find the next industry you want to work in. You're always going to have time to move around, to do whatever. And I mean, I recommend trying everything, find a gym, see if you're good at that. If you're good at that, stick with it. If not, go to a restaurant, go to a real estate agent, just try. I recommend trying everything you can.
Always be testing.
Yep.
ABT.
Cool. All right. Another good question from Amel Mack. So you're running the campaign from your account, or do you just connect his Facebook to your ManyChat?
So yeah, I connected his Facebook page to my ManyChat account.
That's solid too, because as that's a good way to protect yourself and your assets. I mean, worst case scenario, if you're running a trial for somebody and things don't work out, you can be like, well, hey, I have 500 bot subscribers I collected to you. I'll sell it to you for X amount, and then I'll give it to you. I'll even give you a little tutorial on how to do it. That way you don't leave them in the dust.
Exactly. You can always make money at the end of it. And that's another thing to keep them like working with you, because, if you have 10,000 ManyChat subscribers for this one client, they're that's very valuable to them. So they're not like, oh, I don't want to just give up all these subscribers. So like you said, either sell them or whatever.
So I love the questions we've got coming in here, but I think it's time that we dive into the next side of it. You have any closing remarks here, Blake? I mean, I really appreciate you hopping on with us, dude. This was an awesome interview. I hope everybody listening got some value out of it. I know they did if they listened through it, because you're just giving away straight gold. Everything from mindset to process. So, keep doing what you're doing, man. That was like, thank you so much for doing this with us.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Yep, we'll have to get you back on again, bro.
For sure.
Check them out.
All right. Later, dude. All right, guys. We are back. And what we want to do now, appreciate all the comments. I'll personally reply to those here in a little bit. But what I want to do is share the screen with you guys and actually go through and actually build out a bot for you real quick. Very basic. This is going to be through a demo account. So let me know. Give me a hashtag screen if you guys can see my screen over here. You can. I got the i8 in the background. You know how we do here.
One day this year.
One day this year, man. This year.
I'll let you take the screen since you're doing the demo stuff now.
All right. You guys got me now. So I'm going to show you the basics behind creating a bot. As you can see, this is just, all right, so we can't see the screen. Phone's a little delayed. But so as you can see, this is ManyChat. This is where we do everything. Again, this is just a demo account. I never use this account, but I'll just kind of give you the basics behind everything. So you have your dashboard here. You have all of your active subscribers here. And then your audience is kind of the same thing here, where you have all of your audience there. Growth tools is where I spend a lot of my time. So I'm going to, for the sake of this video, instead of making it 8 hours long, I'm going to show you growth tools and broadcast, and then kind of go over a little bit about flows. But growth tools is kind of where, if you guys are subscribed to any of my bots, you get a lot of these growth tools. This is usually what I use. So we're inside here. And the one I always like to use is Facebook reference URL. There's a lot of other ones in here. One thing that we always tell our clients is, everything is online. You can easily just go on YouTube and type in ManyChat tutorial, and you'll learn the basics behind all this. So I'm going to show you how to use a messenger reference URL, and this is kind of basic and goes into between all the other ones as well. So when you're in here, you can come in here and click edit. I always recommend, keeping these names up here organized. So we'll say demo, just for the sake of knowing. Want to save it. But when you're in here, it's really cool because you can come in here and literally just type whatever you want. So let's just say, hey, you click this button right here, first name, tune in live today at 2 p.m. EST or we can even say something like, hey, whatever your name is, Bob, do you want to learn how to sell messenger bots? All you said is, and then you have the emojis down here. You can pick whatever you'd like. We'll just go with this little smiling emoji. And then what I like a lot is these buttons. And say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. Now, what's really cool about this is if they say, depending on what they say on these, you can direct them through a whole nother message. So let's say, for example, they say, yes, I do. You can make them go to this over here. And you got a couple different options you have on here. I recommend getting the pro version. It's $10 extra a month. Gets rid of all the branding and you get a lot more options. But what you can do is perform action. So if they say that yes, they want to, you can kind of like add a tag. So to dumb this down, it's basically like a tag for email marketing. You basically say like, okay, well, they're the people that answered yes, they want to learn bots. So we'll just make this a tag for learning bots. And from there, you can send them directly to a message. So awesome. I'm excited to help you learn more about bots. One thing I always like to do is click this little delay thing. So it'll say like you're typing for like 3 seconds and then you can pop up something else. What would you like to learn? Again, we're going to keep this very basic. You can have like 3 options on here: how to sell, how to create bot, or just, I don't know, random, whatever you want there. But you get the point of all that. And this is kind of where, your organization comes into place here. So let's say they want to know how to sell bot. You can send them to an extra message here. Cool, XYZ. And then same thing with how to create a bot. You can do the same thing, send them to another message. You do XYZ. And I mean, you guys get the point. You can just literally drag these over here and just send them to new messages all the way through there. So the other cool part about this is, let's say they say no. Well, you can send them through a whole nother sequence. For example, like, okay, no worries. Did you get a chance to see my most recent YouTube video about bots? And then you can promote your YouTube channel or something like that. I mean, a lot of you guys will see this whenever I send you messenger bot broadcasts or anything like this. Always have a bunch of different ways that you can I can get an answer out of you, which maybe like worst thing, I'll get you to go to my YouTube channel and watch my video. So if you want to say that, you can say watch video. And inside here, you can either do send messages like we did before or open website. So maybe you want to send them to your YouTube channel or your YouTube video. You can put the URL right here, www.youtube.com. Or you can also put, and this is where if you're working with like business owners, you can put a number in here. Be like, call my number, 11111. You get the point for that. And then again, there's other options on here. I don't really mess with these too much. Again, when it comes to ManyChat, you just want to make it as simple and easy as possible. So we'll just use the YouTube, for example. And I always like to throw an emoji. So we'll put in that right there. So, I mean, there you guys have it. That's a pretty basic way to create a growth tool. Growth tools can be as long as you want, as short as you want. This one's pretty short, as you can see on here. But the cool part is, and I always recommend going up here and clicking preview so you can actually check it out. It'll send you a preview to your account so you guys can see that. The next thing I want to go over real quick is broadcast. And as my brother was saying, they are testing the new ads section on here. So I'm not too familiar with that just because it's really new, but you can look into that a little bit. Next is broadcast. We can come on here, and a broadcast is basically, I want you to think about it like you have a big email list and you want to send an email to everybody, right? That's what a broadcast is, and that's the same thing through ManyChat. So you send a broadcast saying, hey, whatever your name is, first name, and you can get really creative with that part right there. You can go first name, last name, full name, page name, user ID, last seen, location, well, not location, local. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Gender, like, so there's a lot of different options you can use on here. I always stick with the first name. Did you hear about the live interview I did with the little bro on how he closed his first $2,800 deal? Again, you can add all the emojis and all that. No, I want to see it. And you see how you guys basically just like plug and play right here. So your two options are no, I want to see it, or no, I want to see it, and yes, just saw it. And then if they say no, say, awesome. Click below to watch the video. And again, you can make these as long as you want, as short as you want. That's just a basic under it. If they say, yeah, I already saw it. Okay, cool. You might want to go watch my new YouTube video or my new post on XYZ. You know, you get it. I mean, it's going to be different for whatever field you're in, whoever you're working with. But that's a basic understanding of growth tools and broadcasts. Now, automations, this is, there's a lot that goes into these, which, you know, we'll have to do a separate video on these. But what I want you to know, the last thing that I want to go over on this is basically like sequences is what Blake was talking about. He didn't talk about it too much, but he has everybody that subscribes to the bot goes through a 75-day sequence. Now, it's not every day they're being followed up. It's like 7 days, one within 15 days, one in 30 days, whatever it is. But here's an example sequence. So this might just show it for you. Once you turn this on, it'll send them, once they subscribe to a certain tag, you can add them to a sequence, and this will send immediately. And then after 2 days, it'll send them a message, after an hour, and then after another day. So you get the point with that. It's kind of just the way ManyChat works and why it's so user-friendly for a lot of people is it's literally just like email marketing. If you understand the basics behind email marketing, like you can send a broadcast out to everybody, you collect emails, and then you can also put them through sequences. That's how all of this works. So if you guys aren't using ManyChat, again, I highly recommend you do. It's really user-friendly. Honestly, I never even bought a course on how to use ManyChat. I learned just from going through all this, kind of just messing around on my own because it's free. You can't really fuck up too bad on your own. And then there's also YouTube videos if you want to go over anything like that. So let me know if you guys have any last minute questions on this. Otherwise, we're going to start wrapping up the show here. Go ahead and drop those down below. What's up, Evan? What's up, Brent? Long time, Brent. Who else we got on here? Daxie, Kimmit, Chris, Ryan. What's up with you guys? Give us a hashtag live if you're on here. Everybody on here, give me a hashtag live if you're on here. Appreciate you being on here. And if you are on the replay, because I know we'll have a lot of people on the replay, it's 2:30 on a Wednesday, so pretty solid audience right now. Appreciate you guys all being on here or catching the replay.
You know what it's time for? Free stuff.
Yeah. You guys want some free stuff? Let me switch this over. Let me get back on here. You guys want some free stuff? Because we're going to give away.
So,
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work together.
whoa.
Anyways, you guys want some free stuff? What do we want to do? Hashtag free stuff. We want free stuff.
Yeah, hashtag free stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna pick one person to receive my Bots for Profits course, which I'll give you a basic understanding of all this, how to sell the bots, scripts you can use to sell the bots, kind of the same stuff my brother used a little bit. Yo, what's up, Ken's? Congrats on your new deal. Ken's just closes the deal. But we're going to be giving away that as well as a bot of your choosing. I have like 4 or 5 different bots that you can choose from. Pretty cool stuff. We'll pick. When do you want to pick that?
Pick that at, let's do 10, 11 o'clock tonight, just to give the West Coast people some time to get off work and take a look.
Yeah, so hashtag free stuff, and you'll get that. And also, what's up, dude? Thanks. Well, thank you, Ken. It's glad that you still go out there and grind. I love it. What was I going to say? Oh, we're going to also, everybody else that's on here, if you don't win, I still want to hook you up with a hell of a deal, just because, we really want to help out and give out as much stuff as we can. So what we're going to do is, for everybody else that's comments on here that doesn't win, you're going to have the chance to get the Bots for Profits course and a messenger bot of your choosing. Usually this is a $500 value, so we are giving that away for free to one person. But if you don't win, we'll also give you the chance to get all that today, or the chance of being on here for $97. Again, this is usually what we sell for $500. So
that
today
counts for replay people too. So
yeah,
you get for $97 access to the course on how to sell bots. If you liked what Blake told you about how he built that, or you're curious or you want to learn, you want a done for you bot as well. Normally those are sold separately, or we'll encourage you to build your own, of course. But anybody who catches it on the replay or currently watching live, if you're interested in that, just hashtag free stuff and drop one below. We will follow up with that and send you a link to that special offer. People who purchase outside of this video end up paying the full $200 for the course alone.
$250 for the course,
$250 for the course, yeah.
Then usually $250 for the bots. So
super good deal. If you like the bot stuff, if you like what Blake learned, guess which course he learned a lot of that from?
Bots for Profits. Cool. Well, any last thing we want to talk about on here? Well, I did want to say before we run off, you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of Joe on here. For those of you that don't know, most of you do know, we started LaunchMap, and that's kind of our main focus now is, getting people in LaunchMap.
Sir.
We do have 3 spots left, so we're not promoting that, but if you guys are interested, DM me. Other than that, what's one last piece of it? You always have a good piece of advice, man. What's one piece of advice that everybody out there that's watching this can go out there and crush it with?
Go make some cold calls. Get back to work.
Video cold calls.
Yes, sir.
All right, full send, everybody. We'll see you later.